thoughts, views, and opinions of this podcast are for those who don't give a fuck about others' thoughts, views, and opinions. We say what the fuck we want to say. And if that's how we feel, that's how we feel. And if you hurt, so what? Keep moving on. Respectfully. Welcome to the show.
Welcome back to another episode of Respectfully, a Podshow. I'm your host, 83 Kicks. My man S. Dot is in the building. Yes, sir. Swayze Baby is in the building as well. Yes, sir. And obviously, we are Respectfully a Podshow, a.k.a. the Three of Negroes. You know what I mean? Welcome back, guys, to another one. How y'all doing?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Shanna's doing real good. Hey, before we get started, big happy birthday shout out to the boy S. Dot. Everybody, clap it up for the boy S. Dot.
Hey, thank you,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.
Yep, another year older. How you feeling, brother?
It's just another day.
Just another day.
Just another day.
Okay, all right. I dig it.
And when you
I
get
dig
this
it.
age, it's just another day.
It's just another day. I guess so. But I feel it. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Anything special for the birthday?
Nah, not really. Stepped out and did a little 1-2 by myself, but it was cool. But nah, nothing special.
Okay. All right. You want to shout out to any birthday cheeks out there? Anybody provide any birthday cheeks? Or that's maybe a little personal. I'm sorry. Excuse me. That's a little personal.
Nah, I don't have no shout outs.
Okay, no problem. Shout outs to no shout outs. Swayze, you got any shout outs, bro?
Shout out to the kids.
Yeah, okay. Shout out to the kids. That's it. All right. That's what's up. Nothing.
Okay,
nothing
come on, kiddos.
Shout out, kiddos. Hey, well, speaking of kids and shout outs, I want to give a shout out, big special shout out as well to my baby girl, Veenie Boo. You know what I'm saying? She's turning 11 in a couple of days. So this will, we won't record until the next time. So I just want to go ahead and give her a shout out now. We did celebrate the birthday this weekend. So that's what was up. Shout out to everybody that came out to help celebrate my baby girl. So, yeah, shout out to everybody at the birthday. You know what I'm saying? Man, anything special on y'all mind that we ain't talked about? Anybody want to get off their chest real quick before we get started tonight on this show?
I ain't got nothing.
No?
I mean, kids started football. They had their little first scrimmage jamboree thing on Saturday, so it was pretty fun.
Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to the football squad. Football season is back in, so we about to knock some niggas' heads off. What's the name of the team?
We're playing for like the school now, so Noblesville. It's like the school that he goes to, but it's our 5th and 6th grade team.
Okay, shout out to Noblesville.
It's
shout
their
out.
They're called the Grinders. So
ooh, that's kind of gay. Shout out to the Noblesville 5th and 6th grade Grinders. All right,
I don't know why that's gay,
but yeah, shout out to them though for sure. Tonight, y'all, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we got another show for y'all, hopefully an entertaining one. And if you're new here, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe so you can come back and check more of our content out and hit that bell notification whenever you want to know when we drop. Normally it's on a Monday. Every Monday we tend to drop episodes. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out again to all of our returning listeners, to all of our subscribers. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all for sure. Well, we still working on a love thing, like I said. But tonight we're talking about this do-rags and bonnets out in public, and is it time? Do we need to leave some people behind? Do we have to take everybody with us? We also going to be talking about this viral story about the little boy who had on a dress and got sent home from school because the school was saying that this shit was not appropriate. We may have a clip for you, and we also got one regret that you can think of during your lifetime. So sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, your alcohol you shouldn't drink, your marijuana you shouldn't do drugs. But if that's your thing, do your thing. Did y'all see this story about the college campus saying that kids can't be in like the common areas or the cafeteria and all that shit with their bonnets and do-rags on? Did y'all see that?
I
I've
briefly
seen it.
seen it.
I
Yeah.
didn't like click on it and read into it, but I read the comments and I seen like the article.
Yeah. What was your thoughts on it?
Um, I mean, I think it's a little crazy, to be honest. Um, I don't see a problem with a bonnet or a do-rag, honestly. I mean, yeah,
So you don't have a problem with it
I
when you
don't,
see people out in public just on a daily, like when you
I
go out to the
mean,
store and motherfuckers is out in their bonnets and pajamas at Kroger?
I feel like do-rags, that's when people are trying to keep their hair looking nice. You know, if you get your hair braided, I mean, like when I used to get my hair braided, I'd wear a do-rag and I mean, I pretty much had my do-rag on most of the time, you know, just to keep it nice. Um, but now I feel like, a lot of like females wear the bonnets probably because their hair is all fucked up. So they just throw that shit on. So they ain't gotta, you know, they ain't got the hair done or nothing. I don't know. But I mean, I don't see a problem with it. Just, like wearing a hat, I guess.
But what do we call the common area in college? We're talking about like uh don't they have a name for like that area that they kind of sit in outside their dorms where they kind of all gather? Like the cafeteria. Like what do we call in the common area, or what do they call the common area?
So
I don't know.
are they not allowed to wear it? They can't wear it in the common area?
I can
I
look it up
briefly
real
seen
quick.
it.
This is I guess this is us not doing our research here, people. And that's all of us because
I
I'm not
was
sure, so I'm gonna look it up myself.
I was curious of what y'all call the common area as far as public period. It's a no for me. I wear mine to the car, and I make sure that I don't get out of the car without taking it off. So I feel that same way about pajamas.
Well,
You get your
mm,
hair done, you put your bonnet on, you get your hair cut, you put your do rag on, put it on, and take it off before you get to where you need to be.
all right. Slippers in public campus areas. So it says Tuskegee University has initiated a debate by banning bonnets, do-rags, and slippers in public campus areas starting in 2026-27. So let's see. Enforcement faculty are empowered to enforce these rules to promote professional discipline. Prohibited items include bonnets, do-rags, pajamas, and revealing clothing. So it doesn't necessarily state, but so I guess it would just be in public spaces. If you're not in your fucking dorm room, I guess if you wherever, I don't know, you coming out the house. Um, so I don't have a
I agree.
problem. I don't have a problem with it, to be honest with you. I mean, I feel like somebody at some point in time, you got to kind of uh, start the trend in the right direction. Somebody has to do it. I feel like we can't get on here and complain about, oh, niggas do this and we doing that. Oh, it's embarrassing, whatever. And this is coming from a person that wears his do rag out in public. But I also don't wear it. I might wear my do rag to work because my job, I can kind of get away with that, and I wear a hat, so you don't necessarily see it. But I hate to be like a double standard or something, but to me, a bonnet looks a little bit different. That shit looks like a fucking like you got on a goddamn shower cap.
They do.
Um, and also when you pairing it with the whole ensemble of pajamas, pajama pants, a tank top, and some slippers, it just looks like it looks lazy. And then I feel like for young people who don't know the difference, I feel like people in our generation, a lot of us know when and where not to do certain things. And I think a lot of the kids nowadays, I see kids getting on and off the school bus um, all the time. And they're getting off and they got on pajamas and they have on slides. I've never seen so many kids wear slides in my life. Like their
Facts.
feet can't hurt.
Facts.
Your feet don't hurt. Y'all niggas don't do nothing. All y'all do is fucking. And if they do hurt, it's because you're always wearing slides. They're not. Those aren't shoes that you're supposed to wear 24/7. And it's like, but the slides have become. That's all niggas wear, as if like, oh,
I agree.
they're comfortable. What the fuck you need to be comforted for? You're not doing nothing. Your body's still young. You ain't doing shit but waking up and going to school and then sitting on your ass. That's it. So you don't know a day about my feet hurting or no shit like that. So I think I think it's necessary for this next generation just because they don't know how to dress and they don't want to they don't care about how to present themselves when they go out in public, and then they want people to treat them a certain way. And unfortunately, we all know that in this society and in this country, unfortunately, people are going to judge you by the way that you look and the way that you present yourself. So I have no problem with these schools trying to do something to get things turned around in a different direction and have people care about how they present themselves and how they, uh, care about how the world views them to a certain extent, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree. I mean, we preach to our kids that high school is getting you ready for the real life. We talk about getting ready for the real life. I don't see nothing wrong with the college saying, hey, this is pretty much the last stop on getting ready for real life. You need to be prepared and know what to wear and when to wear it. I did a hospital run for work this week, and that is one of the things I got to see this week was a guy get out of the car with his family. His girl is dressed. They get their kids out of the car, and then he pops out with his pajamas, his slides, his do-rag, and his white tee on. Everybody
Yeah.
else in his family is dressed for the day.
Yep.
I feel like that was pretty strange to look at. And it's his girl. If she doesn't say anything, is she like, my nigga is out here and he's not ready for the day? Because she was dressed. Kids
She
was
was
dressed.
dressed, but not your
Yeah, it's
boy.
a no for me. And I don't do it. I don't wear my do-rag outside of the car. And I certainly don't wear my pajamas and, my lounge wear outside of the crib. I very, very rarely wear slides outside the house.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess so. That leads to
But
the
we're
second
also
part.
talking about a
Go
person that
ahead.
wears a collared shirt every day. Just about.
Just about right. Yeah. I'm not gonna go to that extent where you got to wear a collared shirt every day, but I think it's just at least looking presentable, and it gets old. And not that their hair is necessarily fucked up underneath the bonnet. I don't know. Leave a comment down below. What percentage of the hair is fucked up underneath that bonnet? I don't know. If I had to guess, if my life was on it, I would say probably 60% of the hair is fucked up underneath that bonnet. There's another 40% where it's just done and they just want to keep it nice. And wherever they're going, it's not worthy, I guess, of enough of seeing their hair and they don't care. I don't think you need to get dressed uh to a T just to be running to the store, but golly, and maybe going into the pajamas in your pajama pants to the store every now and then is not a problem. But when it's not a every now and then for the amount of people that we see just coming out the house looking like who gives a fuck. So I don't know.
Yeah, and maybe it's just not a thing for a single person to do either. I mean, for me, just thinking like if I'm stepping outside and I'm out here looking for love, what chick is gonna look at me with my pajamas and my slides on and my do rag? And maybe there is some chicks that'd be like, "Oh,
It's
I'm
gonna be
fucking with him."
it's gonna be the bitch with her pajamas and but her bonnet on. It's gonna be a match made in heaven. So, do y'all think it's our responsibility though to, I guess, try to save everybody, or do just some niggas just need to be left behind? Some niggas just need to be left to their own demise or their own consequences. And that's in general.
I think it's worth saying something. I mean, would they listen? Are they gonna listen? Probably not, but it's worth saying something. I've said something to mine before. Like, you wearing that? you know we're going to A, B, and C. You're gonna wear that. I mean, there was a, you know, obviously this was a while ago, but I had to tell mine like, you know, we're going to the mall, right? He's like, yeah. Like, okay. He wore his do rag and his slides, and his fucked up socks was showing. So
So
Yeah.
what about what? Go ahead, Swayze. My fault.
No, I mean, I tell my kids, you know, kind of all the time, uh, especially my oldest, like he don't really, sometimes he don't care about his hair. You know, like today we had baseball practice and he's just trying to leave the house looking crazy. Like, nah,
Okay.
bro, go fix yourself.
So what
Especially
about
if you're gonna be with me.
yeah? So what about the people as a whole, though? What do you think that like black people, we should just let people just do whatever and just say fuck it and just let them do them,
I
or
mean, you can. Oh, go ahead.
or is it our responsibility as black folks to try to, I guess, save, rescue, you know, reverse some of the, the slider, I guess, on the culture?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that because we talking about just in general, try to help. For me, talking about not minding my own business. Anybody outside of anyone that I care about, I don't give a shit. To be honest,
Mm.
it's not my responsibility. Anybody outside of my close circle of friends or family members, I'm not interested in being responsible.
I mean, you can preach, you know, but if they don't want to listen, take your advice. I ain't gonna stress. If you're not in my circle, you know.
Yeah.
I might ask y'all, like, you wearing that? If you know, if we were together and we was going somewhere and one of y'all popped out like, hey, I'm gonna just run, I'm gonna go with y'all, but I'm gonna just lead a song. I might say something like, "You going with us with that on?"
So yeah, so technically, and if I at some point would you just be like, I'm gonna stop hanging out with that nigga? If I say every time did that, because I mean that would be another way of leaving niggas behind. Maybe if we took responsibility and start saying, hey, I can't keep hanging out with this person, you know, where we leave it up to everybody's individual circle to manage itself, and then we start weeding out, you know, hey, we gotta do better, we're not doing that here this year, and then we lead them to, obviously the only thing they're gonna have left is other people like them. But I think that's what's happening right now anyway, and I feel like, yeah, I don't know, I feel like there's just a divide, there's just a bigger divide when it comes to niggas and black folks. I mean, I'm just saying that's just what it is. I just feel like there's just definitely becoming a greater divide than it was to me 20 years ago. And I feel like it's getting a bigger and bigger gap. Like we share the same kind of a lot of the similar likes and interest for the culture, but at the same time, it's like we have two different paths. I don't know if I'm explaining that or saying that the way I'm thinking it in my head, but you know,
I don't know if it's worthy that I'm gonna stop hanging out with you, but it is going to be a conversation I will have. And if we're going like frequent in the same places, we're going to the same places all the time, and you're always dressed this way, I would probably consider. I don't want to get caught up in that guilt by association.
and secondhand embarrassment. That's what it is.
Like whoever that is he hangs with, they don't never get dressed.
Yeah. Would you ever date a girl, Swayze Shannon, that wore a bonnet in public all the time? Well, Shannon Swayze.
I mean, probably not. No.
Yeah. Do white
It's
girls
like
wear
you.
bonnets? Is there some white girls? I be seeing white girls in bonnets. There be some white
I'm
bitches
not
in
sure.
bonnets.
Man,
I'm not
I've
sure I've
never,
seen any.
I've never
mean-
seen it. I can picture some, you know, maybe that, you know, that like hang around a bunch of black people, but not like I never seen a white girl wear a bonnet before.
I think I've seen it. I think I've seen it a couple of East Siders.
Like
But-
East Side, yeah, I could picture, I could see that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Even the
I'm
white
not.
dude got
I'm
on
not
do
seeing it.
rag.
Yeah, we got white people on do-rag.
I be seeing white kids.
Amazon got white people with do-rags on in the pictures.
Yeah, one of his friends wear a do-rag. Just like, yeah.
Trying to
Okay.
be
For,
hip.
for style, I guess, yeah, but you don't need it.
All right. Well, Shannon, what about you, bro?
I can't say that I would like cut off a chick. It would definitely be a conversation. Like, hey, I don't like that. And I guess no. The answer to your question is no. I wouldn't date a chick that wouldn't honor the fact that I would say, hey, I don't like when you wear that outside, and they continue to do it. And I'd be like, well, then I guess we just not gonna make it then. So
Okay.
I would be willing to tell her the truth. Like, hey, I don't like when you wear that all the time. And if that don't change, we're going down a different road.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how she's wearing it and what she look like.
I mean, every day.
Every day, no. I'm gonna be like, why the
That's what
fuck?
you said though. You
What's
said
the
every
point
day.
of wearing this bitch? Why are you got your hair, especially if your hair done, and if it
I
ain't
feel like,
done, then that's a whole nother problem. But yeah, it's not
I
sexy.
mean,
That's all I'm saying.
now
It's not a
if you wearing it every day in the house, that I understand. But if we leave and going somewhere and you still got it on, then yes, it's gonna be a no. But in the house, it's cool, obviously.
yeah, in the house for sure. Do your thing. Do your thing. I don't give a fuck about that. But I think that's all it is. It's more about just when you're stepping out, how do you represent yourself and I guess the people that are around you. So I don't know. I guess leave a comment down below what you think. Do we as a culture need to step up and just make some changes the way we portray ourselves? Do you support the school setting these rules? I guess just to say that I agree. I'm fine with the school doing it. Shannon, answer the main question.
I'm fine with the school doing it.
Swayze?
I do have a question for you.
Okay.
I mean, with the points that you guys brought up, I would say I'm fine with it.
Okay.
I could
3 for
see
3.
the good in it.
Okay. Shannon, what's your question?
So my question is, you have one that's he's on his way.
Right.
Do you think that he's going to struggle with the slides?
Absolutely. But obviously he's going to be going somewhere where it's cold. So he
Okay.
ain't going to worry about that in the wintertime, I would hope. But yeah, the slides, all that shit, I can see it. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that's what majority of the motherfucking kids up there is going to have on. Slides, Birkenstocks, and, Ugg, house shoes, showing up in jogging pants. That's it. Jogging pants and hoodies. That's all these niggas wear all day. Like nobody gets
Yeah.
fresh anymore. I feel like but that's good for them. We used to have to get fresh. We used to have to try to have a nice little shirt, some pants to match, the shoes to go with it. These niggas get to just wear jogging pants, t-shirts, hoodies, and fucking pajama shoes.
For sure.
That's it.
For sure.
We were struggling trying to get Tommy shirts, Nautica shirts, polo shirts. You feel me? Like, nigga, it was hard competing out there with the nigga who had all of the just Tommy'd out every day. And I'm supposed to try to get bitches away from him? You feel me? I had to make him laugh. Why you think I was the class clown? You feel me? So
Facts.
I don't know. But guys, moving along in our conversation, and it's gonna take us right to school. I'll just share a picture. Real quick. There ain't no audio with it, so boom. So obviously this story went viral. I'm not super sure about how legit this story is, but I'm assuming it's
Let's just say
real.
it's legit.
Let's say it's legit, but this picture, I don't really feel the most comfortable sharing this picture because it's a young child or whatever. But this obviously came from cradle to the grave. So shout out to them for this photo. But this mom got a message from the school basically asking, could they either bring the kid some other clothes, or he's gonna need to go home because he was wearing a skirt. And the mom basically was saying she doesn't police her son and what he wears, and the school doesn't say anything about genders. It just says what they have to wear and the colors. And according to that, he is not in violation of school policy. So the school was saying that, hey, that nigga needed to get picked up, or he was going to be sitting in school suspension. So take it away. I'm going to go ahead and take this off of here, though.
I don't really know how to. I mean, for me, I really don't know. This is one of those I don't know. I don't know. Is he violating the school policy? The school policy obviously is wear tan bottoms and navy blue top.
So let's say he's not.
But
say he's not. What is your opinion on him, the mom, the parent, or whatever, letting the little boy wear a skirt to school at that age? He looks like he's probably no older than 10. That's a stretch.
Yeah, I think at that age, I think there are some kids that are struggling at that age, or at that age saying like, hey, I'm a girl, I'm a boy. I don't know if they really know that at that age. Do they know they want, does the male 10-year-old know that he wants to be a female 10-year-old?
Well, no one said that he said anything about him. Obviously, we're assuming on that.
His sexual, we are assuming that his sexuality.
So we're just speaking on what if he's a boy who that's what he wants to wear. Nah. Even though it looked like he had makeup on, that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure about this photo. So let's just assume that this is an AI photo, but the story is real. But that's what we're going with. So we're just going off of is it okay? We don't nothing about his sexuality, what he likes or whatever, nothing like that. Just what he's attracted to, just out. That's out the window. Like you said, what about just him wearing that because he just feels like dresses are comfortable and he likes the way he looks at them?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a no for me. You're gonna have to come pick him up.
I really just don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's he's probably following the guidelines, just like the dude trying to declare for the WNBA, but yeah, it's just not right. I mean, I feel like he's a little too young, and I mean, I feel like he'll probably get bullied, made fun of, and that's not, it's not good either.
Yeah, but what if somebody's argument were to you that, I mean, that's somebody else's problem and not his, even though that does become his problem, that somebody's like bullying him or making fun of him. But should that now mean that he can't express himself the way that he would like to, just because other people can't? I guess they would say they're closed-minded, or they've been programmed a certain way to think that way.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean, for me, it's a no. If my kid, it's like, hey, I want to wear a skirt to school tomorrow. It's a no for me.
So
when you turn
why would it be a no? Yeah.
My rules, man, my house right now, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the episode we talked about. I'm gonna be like, Shannon, you wearing that? Like, no, bro, you're not wearing that. If he gets older, I mean, at that age, nah. But I mean, he's about 13, 14, then, maybe. But 8 years old, 9 years old, I just feel like that's too young to be, doing all that. I'm not cool with it. and I don't, you know, I guess I don't. It's a tricky one, you know. I don't know if the school's wrong for them to tell the mom to pick them up, but I don't
And
know.
what's your thoughts?
My thoughts. So for
Yeah.
if my kid personally, it would be a no as well. But I do I guess if he's not breaking the rules, that's what that parent wants to do with their child. That's their right. That's their prerogative. You know what I'm saying? Do I agree with it? No. But at the same time, just like with everyone else that we talk about and every other situation that we talk about where other people do different things that we may not agree with or whatever, man, that's their life. You know, I see weird shit all the time or something that I may consider weird or strange. But I don't necessarily judge people. I don't look down on people on it about it. I view things differently, and I personally wouldn't do that with my life. And I would hope that, you know, I guess people around me would choose to do the same. But if they don't, you know, you gotta love people. You gotta love people for who they are, no matter what. And everybody's walk is their walk. It ain't mine. So, you know, that's kind of how I
Yeah,
look at it. But I totally understand. Some of these I looked up some stuff and it said that, you know, it can strengthen a parent's and child's trust. A child may be more willing to communicate with their parents when they don't expect immediate judgment or punishment. So there's that. There's uh lets kids explore without making everything permanent. Childhood involves experimenting with hairstyles, interests, clothes, music, and identity. Parents didn't necessarily have to attach a bigger meaning to it. So, do you think it could possibly do more harm to restrict your child from expressing themselves if they say, I just want to wear this dress just because I think it's cute? And or not? Or do you think you're doing your job as protecting them by educating them on why this isn't? Because the grand scheme of things is someone's going to say that this is all like a social construct. Like, we don't know nothing about what is women's clothes or men's clothes. We are just programmed and taught that young. So there really is no such thing as men or women's clothes.
I, I,
I,
to answer your question, yeah, I think that would. I could see that causing some sort of conflict in the trust factor when it comes to a parent and their kids. That's where the sneaking comes in. That's where, all right, I'm gonna put these pants on when I leave this house, but you're gonna get a call that I might have a skirt on later today because I changed after I got to school. Uh, so
it's
yeah,
crazy.
I could see that it could cause some sort of like trust issues. I'm not gonna wear it in front of you. I'll hide it and do it later type shit. I
Okay.
I don't know. To answer your question, yeah, I could see it causing some sort of conflict between the parent and the child. If the
yeah, for
parents,
sure.
I guess you have to be old enough to give me a good reason why you want to put this skirt on.
Hmm. So would it change your mind? What if it was your little girl and she was wanting to dress in more of a masculine favor? Instead of it being you're thinking of a little boy putting on a skirt, what if it was a little girl and your little girl and she
I
was like, I want to dress she wants to be like straight up like a boy.
mean, it's not fair, but you know, we don't look at that the same as a boy wearing a dress. You just like, oh, she's a tomboy.
So you
Yeah, I mean,
you're
what makes the girl dress masculine because she put some pants on and a shirt. I mean,
Like a
unless we
bat,
talking
like a
about she put on some boxers and she want her boxers to show, yeah, that would be a
yeah.
problem. I guess
What
that would
about
be. I don't know if that would be a problem because again, I don't know how to answer this question. So if my 10-year-old daughter wanted to throw some pants on and some boxers up under them and one of her boxers to show,
Mm. I mean, I don't even want my boys boxers to show. I don't want your pants sagging like that anyway. So,
I use that
um,
example as that's that masculine. That's what a girl could do. That's masculine.
but I feel like a girl dressing like a boy. I mean, I'd be like, just like kind of baggy pants, or I don't even know anymore. 'Cause, I mean, shit, they all wear sweatpants, oversized hoodies, and so it's kind of
I say the school tell everybody you wear tan pants and blue
Everybody.
shirts.
nah.
Everybody wear
That
tan pants.
I don't agree with that at all.
So now the little girls
hate-
can't wear. Now the little girls can't get pretty and wear their dresses.
Yeah,
No,
I don't know.
I'm not a fan of
I
the
stepped out of this
uniform.
question early because I don't even know how to answer the devil's advocate questions. Yeah, I don't know.
So do you think that parents should embrace this more, or are we moving in the wrong direction and we need to go back to more traditional values of what a boy and what a girl is to our children? Or do you think that we're the first generation that is open-minded and we're actually benefiting our kids and having a healthier relationships with our children?
So there's probably like 4 questions in that you asked, like 4 questions in that. I guess are we strengthening the relationship with our kids and we just kind of let them explore and do their thing? Yeah, I think so. Are we? I actually forgot the rest of the questions because you asked them kind of all like back to back. But
Do you think that that's good? Should we be doing that, or should we be more traditional?
I'm going more traditional just because I'm traditional. I guess that's why I'm struggling to answer this question so much, because I feel like a male should wear pants and a female should wear a dress and skirt. And so I guess that's where I'm struggling with this, because I guess I'm a little traditional, I guess.
Yeah,
And
I like
as time go on, it looks like some of the other families are just kind of letting the kids explore and figure it out, and they'll help them if they go wrong. I mean, in this situation, if it is real, like you said, she's like, I don't police what he wears, and if he wants to put on a skirt and wear it to school, I don't bother him about it.
Yeah, I'm going the traditional route.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of with y'all. We ain't gonna spend too much time on this or go too deep into it. I feel like we just saw that conversation and thought it was kind of interesting. Again, I'm a believer of, hey, do whatever you need to do whatever works for you in your life. As long as you're not trying to necessarily go out and influence anybody, and that's in either direction. I feel like I shouldn't be able to go out and tell somebody you shouldn't do that. You should be this way. But the same way that somebody shouldn't be able to come over into my grass and say, "Hey, this is how you should be doing this with your yard." But as long as everybody loves everybody for just being alive and being human beings, I think the world would be a better place in general. But it's going to be tough for that little boy if that's the real story, and the mom wants to let him do that. More power to him. But as long as they definitely understand that it's going to be rough. So
Yeah,
hopefully it may just make him stronger. It may make him stronger, and it doesn't break him. So
facts. Because it's gonna be
shout
tough.
Shout out to them. So, I do got something on a lighter note though. So Swayze, let me know what you think about this. So what if this is your son? What if Jaden comes up to you next week and he says, "Dad, I've got a new hobby and I'm passionate about it. And I've been working on this and I want to show you. I want to show you how I gets down." Let me know. So this kid broke the Guinness Book of World Records. Oh.
What is the record?
He's still going. Yeah, he's still going. I guess it was 47. I'm not sure. If y'all know what the record is down below, let me fucking know. Let us know. But yeah, I would believe the way he was doing that he had already went through the transition. So I'm not sure. Because that had to hurt. That's all I know. That had to fucking hurt. But shout out to him. I thought that was funny. Just a little something on a little lighter note. It's a little lighter note.
You imagine your kid or your son upstairs practicing that? Like, what are you doing?
Imagine going up there and finding out that's what he's doing. Swayze, what you think about that? He said, Dad, I'm giving up baseball, football. This is what I love.
Yeah,
doing
I
the
don't know.
splits.
Man, I'm gonna support it, I guess. I'm gonna be a little disappointed, but
you gonna go to all his splits competitions and shit?
I mean, yeah.
That's what's up, Swayze.
But I don't really think I'm not gonna run into that problem. So
well, never say never. You know? So it is what it is, yo. But all right. So we're done with that. What else we got? So I got another clip, but I figure we just get into the meat and we can come back to the next clip, the clip after that. So Swayze, I think you came up with the topic of like coming up. What's one regret? What's one regret in your life? I guess that you would take. Was it you would take back or change, do differently?
Yeah, my regret was kind of simple, a little more recent. It was just giving my kids cell phones.
Hell yeah, that's a
you
good
know,
one.
because I don't know. There was a couple moments where it's like, damn. I think it was the other day. We were driving, and he's in the back seat, and I'm in the front seat, and he's just on his phone. I could just hear the YouTube videos. I could just hear the TikToks or whatever. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, you know, back in the day, bro, I used to like, do this shit, just jump over buildings and trees and, just talk and think about shit, and not just being on my phone. Um,
Yeah.
and then it's just like, when, that's my 11-year-old, so he just got his phone, maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. And before that, like on going to practice and stuff, we just talk all the time. You know what I mean? Like we just have more conversation. Dinner time, more conversation. Just talked a lot more. Now it's like more screen time. Um,
Yeah.
So I kind of miss that a little bit. I feel like the cell phones. Well, my oldest, he'll be 13 in November. But I just feel like they just grow so much faster with these fucking devices. Um, but at the same time, like I don't think I like that they have phones because like they get to enjoy things like being able to communicate with their friends, which I love that. You know what I mean? I think that's what really kind of pressured me to like give them a phone so they could be in the group chats, you know what I mean? And like be connected with their phones instead of their friends having to call my phone and be like, here you go. You know what I mean? That shit got annoying. But, um, I kind of just miss the little small conversations and just kids being kids and, just having to come up with, ideas to keep yourself from being bored on a long car ride like we did back in the day.
Yeah. I think I agree with you. I didn't think about that, but I think that's a good one. I think that's a good one, but I think that you know, I've had that same experience, and it is frustrating when you get in the car and then your kids, especially say, one of your kind of your older kid or something like that, or just even your younger one, whoever. They get in the car and then you're driving and it's just like, say it's just y'all two. And then they're instantly like my son would always wear headphones and he would get in the car. And even if I was playing music and have that shit cranked to the max, they would still put on their headphones. And I'd be like, you can't be enjoying your music, still slightly hearing my music in the background. But even if I didn't do that, and we get in the car, it would either be like you said, looking at the phone or headphones on, and we're just driving in silence. And it's like, yeah, like where do we get to have bond or connect or have a conversation when all y'all doing is and when do y'all connect with each other when all you're doing is looking at a phone or this or that? But it ain't just the kids, man. I've said this before and I don't want to get off topic on your shit, but I'll go to at my job, I'll walk into the break room and I've stood there and just looked at everybody and every single person sitting there on break, and there may be like 8 people and the room is quiet, nobody's talking, everyone's just staring at a phone, and it's
Yeah,
weird.
that's
It's
how it
fucking,
is.
to me, it's weird. And I think it would be a great initiative if somebody did some kind of challenge, a nationwide challenge where all the parents just took the phones away from kids and just made them go outside and just to
Shout out to
see what things would have happened.
I'm not I'm not sure if it's like the county I live in. I don't think it's the state. I don't know if it's just like their school, but I think I'm not sure if it's the county or surrounding counties, but they banned cell phones like in middle school. Like last year, Mars, who was in 7th grade now, he was in 6th grade last year, they could have their phones. So they could have them on their downtime breaks, lunch, shit like that. But now you got to have that phone in your locker at all times. You can't even have it, at lunch. You can't have it at all during the school year or during like while
During
school's in
school hours.
session.
Yeah,
Which
I've seen some where they have the schools where they give them pouches, and when they walk out at the end of the day, they got to put it on that little like magnetic thing to open it to get their phone out as they
uh,
leave.
Nah,
So
they didn't go that far. They gotta have I mean, my kid keeps it in his backpack, which I kind of tell him nowadays, like, keep your phone on you, but like, don't be on your phone though. Yeah, I mean, keep
right,
your phone because the
that's like
world we live in, the world we live in today,
right.
that's a rule you may have to break. You keep your phone on you, but that's for like a emergency situation,
Yeah,
but
that's
don't
like
be on your phone.
giving a crackhead a crack rock and saying,
Right? It is
"Put
though.
this in your pocket and just
Don't
save
smoke
it.
it.
Don't smoke it."
Yeah.
Shannon,
Hey, take this phone. I know you like to play games, but don't you play no games.
Got him.
Right.
yeah, no, that's not the same, but nice try, buddy. Anyways.
I I got a bunch more regrets, but that's the one that hit me the other day for sure.
Yeah.
My
Uh,
regret is not paying attention to the fact that I guess as I get older, I should have listened. I was in a position where my mom Dukes tried to teach me about credit. And right now, not saying that I'm in a terrible place, but I could be in a much better place had I listened. So I regret not paying attention and listening to that lesson that she tried to teach early on before she passed away. Kind of could go down a list of them. I don't want to you know, hurt anybody's feelings. So I think that's the one I'm gonna go with. I wish I would have kind of paid attention to that lesson.
okay. Yeah. I, I too wish I had did better with my credit at an early age, but I didn't have any knowledge about it. And again, those are the type of things I feel like they should have class about in school, middle school, high school, especially for those who may not go to further their education. Why isn't there anything that teaches you about that kind of like the importance of credit? Or when you get out of school and just because you can get a cell phone or apply for a card for a business, how that may impact your credit in a negative way because you don't have it. And then if you do
Right.
get something and if you don't, don't pay the bill, what that can, how that can impact you, and getting a
Yeah.
place to live and getting a car that's reliable without having to pay high ass interest rates or things like that. Like they don't teach us none of that type of shit. You just kind of go out and find out the hard way, you know, and
Yeah.
that
I remember
sucks.
I went to Elder Beerman's. I get the little credit card. Got that credit card with $300 limit.
We just talked about elder betterments.
Facts.
Bruh, I fucking I think I made the payment a couple of times, but at one point I was like,
Fuck it.
I didn't know how that was gonna impact me, but I learned.
Yeah, I did the same thing. My first credit card at 18 was Walmart.
Fucked it up, huh?
Fucked it up.
Fucked it up. Well, it is what it is, you know. That's what it is. I had a few things. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't want to go at nobody subliminally. So I chose. I'm gonna just keep it. You know, I'm gonna keep it cool. But I will say, school, man, school, and I'll just say this: I regret not being more focused on school, and instead of uh, being around my friends and chasing hoes at the time. I feel like at that point in time, that was what was important. You know, school wasn't important. I didn't have a full grasp on how doing well in school and maybe even going off to college and just handling my business then, how that would impact my life down the road. So if I had any regret, I would have to say that it would be not just taking life as seriously as I should have uh, from high school and even a few couple years, if that makes any sense, a couple of few years after school. You know what I mean? So no, I would have to say those was kind of my regrets. It's just not taking life seriously enough.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Were your
That
were your
that
were
could
your
definitely
parents
fit.
were your parents on you, like, to let you know? Because I feel like when I was younger, like I was preached about that. But the older I got, I feel like my dad had, he had a lot going on. You know what I mean? Like girlfriend, she had hella kids. So I don't feel like I don't think he was like that hard on me, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, that's how I am with my kids now. You know what I mean? Like, same shit. Like, learn from my mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, school is important. And like you said, like, whatever you're doing now is gonna, you know, help you out in the long run, bro. You know,
Yep.
take it serious. And, you guys talk about girls and my crush. She's cute. The last thing she want, bro, is a dummy.
Perfect.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like, you
Facts.
you can have on the coolest shoes. You can have on the flyest gear, but that teacher call on you to answer this question, and yeah, it's over with, bro. She ain't fucking with you. Like, don't nobody want no dummy, bro.
I couldn't agree more.
Take school serious for sure. Yeah, that's definitely one of my regrets. And I think there was a time where, I thought like I'd go home, I'd be probably the first one ready to go out and chill and go hoop. You know what I mean? And yeah, I- I'm always hanging out with my friends and shit. I thought we was all kind of just bullshitting a little bit. We pull up in class and these motherfuckers got their homework.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I'm over
Yep.
here didn't have my shit done. I'm thinking like, when the fuck y'all have time to do that?
Mhm.
But by that time it was too late, bro. But
Yep. And that's what. Yep. You couldn't have said it no better, Swayze. That's the same thing I've told my son. Listen, ain't no girl gonna want no dummy. So as much as you like somebody, think it's cute, trying to be cool, all of that, when it comes to the point where you can't read, you can't spell, you writing her love letters with all fucked up all spelling, bruh, it's a wrap
It's
for
over
you.
with.
And
Facts.
yeah, you know, you doing things, and don't be that only person that's out here too busy trying to hang out with everybody, not knowing that your buddies, though, they done all they work, and now they hanging out, and you the only one that can't manage to balance them both. So, you know, I try to walk a fine line with giving them more game than, not saying that I was given, but I think I got a lot of just, you know, you better get your shit together. But it didn't get into a real, like, go in depth, like sit down with me and say, hey, this is what's going to happen. This is blah, blah, blah. It was always
Right.
just you better get your shit together because, you know, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You just need to do better. It wasn't, I don't
Yeah.
think I got a big sit down on how things would actually be, or shit like that. So who
Same.
knows? Shit, man. Speaking of, again, this is just the one. If you don't handle your business, right? If you don't handle your motherfucking business, this could be you. This could be one of our kids one day. When you don't handle your business and you don't pay your bills, this is what happens. What y'all doing if this shit go down for y'all? This is one of the coldest repos I done seen. My nigga is at the car wash. Hey, yo, imagine washing your car and they roll up on your shit like that. And my nigga just take your shit from you just like that, bruh. And he out. Yeah. So when you don't pay your bills, when you don't go to school, and you don't take care of what the fuck you got to take care of, that can be you. You know, you could just be sitting there washing your car, and a nigga just pull up like that and just take your shit in broad daylight in front of everybody. And then you got to stand there like crazy. Shannon, what you think about that, bro? I know you sent that, you requested, you wanted to react to that video. So,
Right. I I agree with you. This has to be the coldest repo. I've probably, and I've seen some. I've watched some videos, but my man comes down the street ready to grab and pull.
What?
And he don't say a word. He backs in, he grabs my man's truck and get
with
gone.
the suds on it. His car still got soap suds on it.
I think them daylight repos hit different than coming out and your car is gone. I have experienced come out and my car is gone. So, you know, when I say my regrets, when I talk about I wish I would have paid attention and done what I was supposed to do, I've been through this, but I've been through more of my car is gone. They grab that shit at like 2, 3 in the morning.
Man.
Washing my car and grabbing it in front of the people. That is insane to me. That is insane. And what do you say? What do you turn around and say to the people that are, you know, at a car wash in the waiting room, the ones that are waiting to get into the bay? And you just be like, damn, that was.
Do I still got to pay for this?
I'm probably just gonna go ahead and walk home.
Walk
I
away.
ain't got nothing to say. Speaking of that though, yeah, I've been in that situation, but it's weird though, cause like I missed the insurance payment, and they took it back for the insurance payment. But at the time, it was 3 o'clock in the morning probably, but it was where I was at. So I was at a chick's house.
Oh.
And I was at a chick's
Shit.
house, but I was like near Cincinnati. So
Damn,
You was far away from home.
Did they follow you?
Yeah,
How'd they know you was up there?
I don't know. But yeah, and the whole so I had to go to work. So like I wake up, it's like 5 o'clock. I'm leaving there. Cause I got to get back home. Good hour drive. Um, go outside. My shit ain't there. Fuck, bro. I went inside, started talking to her, and I'm under the impression that my shit was stolen. I thought my shit was stolen. So I'm calling the cops, trying to do all this and do that. And to find out, they done took my shit.
Took your shit. Okay.
Embarrassing.
Oh,
Shit,
I
drive.
wonder with people that actually goes through this experience, why their first thought is when I came out and my whip was gone, I knew I was behind. I'm like, damn, they got me. Why does people go through the rigmarole of, oh my God, my car is stolen? You know you ain't made a
Well,
payment. I'm not
no,
saying you.
well,
I'm not
no,
saying you because you already
I made,
explained.
yeah, I made the payment. I missed
Yeah,
the
you already explained.
insurance
My
part.
question wasn't for you, or my example wasn't you, because you had already explained that yours was insurance. But people that get repossessed, their first thought is my car is stolen. No, you know that you're late. You know you haven't made a payment in a while, and it takes a while for you to get there. It's not like I missed one or two.
I don't know.
But yeah,
But
to react to this
yeah,
video, that video is insane. To be picked up while you're getting your car washed is insane.
Diabolical.
yeah. Diabolicals for sure. Shout out to Eben for that. His page is actually pretty dope. I could watch that shit. I done went down a wormhole watching all kind of shit. And he be so chill with it. He be super chill with it. Niggas be trying to fight that nigga and everything, but he be keeping it
Nice.
cool. So shout out to him and his page. Go check it out. All right, guys. Who's got bars?
I
Shannon.
do not
Let's
have a
hear it,
bar.
Shannon.
I do not have a bar.
Shannon does not have bars. Swayze, you got bars tonight?
Um, yeah, something light.
You
Some
want to go
nights I wish
first?
I could go, huh?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, some nights I wish I could go back in life, not to change shit, just to feel a couple things twice.
That's my bar.
Ooh, I know this. That Drake.
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. in Toronto, or no, 6 p.m. in New York.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my
okay.
guess too.
Stop the
No,
cap.
it wasn't. Stop it. All right, Shannon, you get first answer on this one. You get first guess on this one, all right? Because I think Swayze gonna know this one. All right. I might have 2 bars. Let's see. I'll go with this one. First got it when he was 6, didn't know when he tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. Landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week, he had to talk with a lisp like this.
He copied my whole fucking
I know
flow.
Swayze know that. No, Shannon, it's on you.
Nah,
You know
I don't know. 50 Cent.
Oh shit! All right,
Kick
Swayze, you
push.
know who it is? Yeah, kick push.
Kick
All right,
push.
kick push. All right, so he still didn't say the person, but don't say the person yet. That's a hint for you, Shannon. I got a second bar from the same person. All right, don't be cheating either. I love the Lord, but sometimes it's like that. I love me more. I love the peace and I love the war.
No
Lupe
idea.
Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco.
I don't even know who that is, let alone guessing who it is.
Jesus Christ. Latter-day Saints. Okay.
I mean, he ain't, Lupe cool. I mean, I don't think.
Lupe is one of the best rappers of all time.
Yeah, but
yeah, I don't expect Shannon. I didn't expect Shannon to know who that was. So it's a no biggie. No biggie. All right, y'all.
Not you didn't have the expectation.
Yeah, I didn't have any expectations of you knowing who that was. So no big deal. All right, man. Y'all know what time it is. You know who we are. We are Respectfully a Podshow, aka the 3 of Negroes. If you're still here with us, make sure you like, share, comment, and if you haven't yet, subscribe. But we are about to get into our most favorite part of our show. And before we get up out of here, and we all about love, and we all about helping those looking for love find it. That's what we do here at Respectfully a Podshow. Tonight, guys, I'm gonna just do things a little bit differently. I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. I'm gonna let y'all see the profile with me. Just to be respectful of this individual, I will cover their face in post. But we're going to look at this profile together. All right, guys. So today we got George. Can y'all see this?
Yes.
Can y'all see George? All right. We got George. He's 46. Oh, hold on. Went too much for y'all. George is 46. He's from Markham, Illinois. He's 5'10". He's a trucker at Burnt Toast. I don't know if that's legit. He's looking for long-term relationships. All right. So we got George. He's 46. Hey there, Gen X guy who knows 50 is the new 25. Living that gypsy life as an OTR trucker, hauling miles across the country. I'm very in touch with both sides of myself. Comfortable getting my hands dirty as a man one day, then fully embracing my feminine side the next with cross-dressing, skirts and heels that just feel right. If you're open-minded and attracted to someone who can be both masculine and feminine, let's chat and see where it goes. That's George. He's 46.
She looking for a guy or a girl?
He didn't specify. But let's look at some pictures of George. Went too far. Let's see. What the hell? Oh, let's go here. Let's click on this one. Does that work? If I do that? Nope. Here we go. Oh, well, we can start here.
That's crazy.
That's George. He's 46. He can... Hey, yo, it's George 46. Shout out to the young lady who provided me with this profile. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, if you guys are on any of these Bumble, Facebook datings, whatever, and you want us to do some profiles of some of these guys that you see, man, just hit us up on our social media platforms, X, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's all the same name. Respectfully, a Podshow. Okay, I'm sorry. You're done? You're done with him? All right. Hey, anyways. Oh, God. Good shit, guys. So, that pretty much does it for us today. Shannon, I'm assuming that's a no for you. Oh, shit. It's a no for me, just in case anybody was wondering. So, hey, good luck to George. I don't know what he's looking for, but he's on the road trucker. He can be the nigga that you need and the bitch that you may be looking for. I don't know. So it is what it is. Hey, that gold piece though, that gold number. Oh shit. Anyways. It's been real, y'all. I appreciate y'all again. Swayze S. This was episode 57. I appreciate y'all time. I love y'all. And for those who out there rocking with us, man, continue to rock with us. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what your comments are down below. We appreciate y'all. Oh yeah, one more time before we get out of here. I almost forgot. You know what I'm saying? And they a little different on each one. You know what I mean? Velcro joints on the back. This is how you want to do it. But yeah, camo. Fucking with it.
So yes for me.
Anything before we get out of here?
I think you did it. I think that was good.
All right, then. Peace out.
Millions making millions.